They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Welcome to Sooner Nation in Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the back, the Kent State Golden Flashes, taking on the 5th-ranked team in the land, the Oklahoma Sooners. 48 Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Golden Flashes will get us started with the opening kickoff. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Oklahoma's offense will have first crack at this one. And they're going to be met by one of the best defenses in the nation, David. And I know seeing a defense doing what they want, when they want to do it, makes you a happy man.
Well, defense is starting to make a comeback. I'm excited about this new era of football. We're seeing better tackling, and we're seeing better coverage than we were a couple years ago. And this defense is fun to watch. Fun to watch them on tape. Fun to talk to their coaches. Jesse, this defense has been consistent all year long.
And they're dialed in, and they're so talented. They've got multiple NFL draft picks on that side of the football, and they don't have to change a lot week to week. This defense dominates. They do what they do, and they don't care if you know it. You can't do anything against them.
Didn't take long to need a clutch play on the opening drive. It's 3rd and 7. He's going to run it. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
Really nice awareness that time by the quarterback. He knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up the first down. He's scrambling on that play, and there are a lot of guys out there that would slide, that would try to run out of bounds, protect themselves. That was really tough what he did. He put his body on the line to go pick up that first.
He'll keep it himself. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got something to do.
A quick tackle made, but he's got ready for the first down. The Sooners have this offense rolling. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the right. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. To the air, it's Hawkins. This one's complete. And they'll stop it just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. The Sooners are facing 3rd and inches. They'll try to bully their way for the first. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Sooner!
How about that first drive by the offense? Usually script the first 10 plays. Well, I had one extra. It only took 9. Great job moving down the field, stringing plays that look like other plays together, and getting this opening drive touchdown.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and they finished it off with a 40-yard touchdown run. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. So the Kent State Golden Flashes offense taking the field for a chance we have to see them today. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our big.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone. They're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions. And then the pass rush, they win up front.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Back to throw, it's Tomlinson. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
Man, you talk about starting a game in style. You dream about getting to the quarterback and getting sacks. How about this? Back-to-back sacks for that young man on 2 plays. That is a dream start.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Catch in the middle, it's Martin. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. At the end of the period, Oklahoma has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. And the Golden Flashes will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. And the returner is stopped. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
Down to the 26-yard line and a first down. On the move, it's Barnes. Works his way ahead for about 3 yards, stopped at the 23. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Looking downfield, it's Hawkins. He's got an open man. Touchdown, Oklahoma! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with a touchdown toss from the 23. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Complete to the right. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. The Golden Flashes will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Now on the return. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. On the opposite. Oh, there's a loose football and a bad pitch.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep two hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. To the air, it's Hawkins. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Pulls it in. It's Burks. Crosses the 30. He's got to lay it. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Sooners have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. He'll do it himself. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Trying to pound their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Sooner!
And you always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited. Get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well. Offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Just a little off. Incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And the golden flash want to pick up the tempo. To the air, it's Tomlinson. Here's a hit. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. No, look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. The golden flashes will put it away on 4th down. He'll try to really get into this one. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Still running at the 40. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
The Sooners, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Looking to throw on 1st down. Bringing the heat. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
This is the most annoying thing in the world for a defense, is when you start to play all these plays and all these pass concepts and routes, and then you let the quarterback get outside the pocket, and he takes off, and he gets a first down. Like, so much to defend. That is the hardest thing to defend, because you don't know where it's going to happen on the field and when it's going to happen.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Looking to fire. Moving away from pressure. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And they add 6 trip to the house.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finish the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 28-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? The give to the tailback. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. He tries to take the top off. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Scanning the field, it's Tomlinson. Defense was swarming around this quarterback, and he never had a chance to get it off. And down he goes, and we will head to halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one from Norman so far. And this offense has been the story through 2 quarters, extending this lead and really dominating almost every aspect of this game. We're talking lethal efficiency from the O-line right on down to the skill position guys. Although I'd argue those big uglies up front are skilled players in their own right. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Memorial Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. The Sooners will line up to kick off and start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his spot. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate more. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
And the Golden Flashes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Off play action. Rush is on him. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they'd made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight. Up front, they're just getting beat across the board.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. The Golden Flashes will try to pin them back with the punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll field it close to the 50. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the... Oh, he's got some space. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone. They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. They go to the ground. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. And the Sooners have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Tight end now in motion. Quarterback on the keeper. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Slams ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown Sooners!
Well, this offense has been physical. They came out in this game with a lot of pride and an ability up front and a belief that they can block people and get it done. They are dominating this defense. 3 rushing touchdowns now in the game.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking downfield, it's Tomlinson. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great. They got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in the second half.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
This has been a frustrating day, and I'm not sure it's going to get any better. You're already down huge. Listen, this offense can't protect this quarterback. They don't do anything right now. This defense has had their number all game long.
And the golden flashes decide to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. So here comes the Oklahoma offense. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Grab behind the line. It's Barnes. They stop him just a link or 2 short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. The Sooners come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. He'll pull it on the read. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. And talk about spreading the ball around, everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. The Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. Turning it on. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. And the Sooners are on the move. He'll keep it himself. Lowers those pads. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. And after that 1st down gasher, they're close to the end zone. 2nd and goal coming. Sets up the screen. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
And it hasn't mattered matter what they've called guys offensively all game long when who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been, they're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he tacks on the extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. Give to the back. Got room at the 35. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. The Golden Flashes come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Off the play fake on first down. Under fire. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
You got to give this defense tons of credit. They came in here with an outstanding game plan. They were able to execute. They have not allowed a point, and still in the fourth quarter, they are bringing it, and they get another sack.
And the Golden Flashes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Hand off from the shotgun. Look out, he's got room. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Now on third down after that run. Looking to pass. It's Tomlinson. Blasted as he lets it go. He makes the catch. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be fourth down. The Golden Flashes line up to punt it away. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll move the tight end. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
Knocked down at the 44, but he got 15 on that one. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
And obviously this offense has had their way, getting the huge lead. And now, when you know it's a running situation later in the ball games, you're still getting pounded. This defense has to step up at some point and be a lot more physical.
D coordinators down the road that have to play this offense, man, they're going to have nightmares because this unit has so much speed and so much skill. At running back, receiver, tight end, the quarterback making good decisions. It is so tough trying to stop them and prevent explosive plays.
The Sooners, after ripping off that huge run, it's a fumble. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Offensive players, when they got the ball in their hand, they're trying to make plays, right? Trying to make you miss. There's nothing better than closing that gap and sticking that head right in that guy's chest and causing a fumble.
Guys, let's see how it goes this. The Kent State offense. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an absolute beatdown. Dominated from the start, Jesse, to almost the finish now. They have done nothing right.
Everyone's going to have a real hard look at themselves, I think, this week after watching the film and in practice. And they've just got to take accountability. They have to understand, man for man in this offense, they've got to do a better job next time they're on the field.
This drive will start at the 6-yard line. The give out of the gun. It's these little moments like that that can help an offense as he gets it up to the 16-yard line. And the Golden Flashes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Off the play fake. He's moving out of the pocket.
Pickup of 5. And that's good enough for
Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all three phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan meat face, ball game over.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.